Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's me, Astra, friend of the internet. It feels like a really long time since I've said that, jeez. So I'm back with some more convention footage. I have to admit, these two conventions were very small and they were pretty disappointing. In fact, there was a third convention, but that one was also just so disappointing. I'm pretty sure these conventions happened in September. Probably. I've just been very tired, lazy, job, blah, the same excuses I give for every video I put out, I guess. I actually had a few days off this week, so I figured I'd just give myself some time to relax. Didn't really do much, and now I'm kind of like going a little stir crazy. I'm like itching to do something, so now I'm gonna be productive and make a video, I guess. So let's get right into it. Our first convention was Sugoi Expo. It was in Orlando at the DoubleTree outside of Universal Studios. I don't know what I was expecting. That this one, my friend sent it to me. And they forgot to sign up for it themselves, so I ended up going alone, which was fine because I ended up staying at my sister's place. Apparently they had gone by Star Expo previously, but this was their first year going by the name Sugoi Expo. I had asked some friends who lived in the area, like, if they wanted to go, and like they asked like all of their friends in the convention scene who like did a bunch of conventions and cosplays, and none of them had heard of this convention before. And when I went around the convention and asked like other like vendors, like what they thought about the convention and stuff like that, somebody actually told me that like this is like the venue that conventions go to die at. So I'm not going to be as harsh on this convention as I am the other two, because it kind of seems like they're kind of like trying to restart and get their footing and everything and figure out like their brand and stuff like that. And I believe in the emails that I got that they have already apologized for the venue that they're at, and they're already looking for a new and better venue for next year. And like their guest list was like really good. I spent the entire weekend sitting across from like Jonas Scott, and when I told all my friends, they were like, wow, if I knew he was going to be there, I would have gone. I would have loved to see Jonas Scott. I'm not the type of person who gets, like, excited over voice actors and stuff like that, but I can't lie, I was a little bit nervous. I'm like, why? Why am I sitting here? So my main issue with this convention was how they set up the vendors hall. They had one big main hall, and then for all, like, the extra artists and stuff that they have that they couldn't fit in that main hall, they put into the side room with the voice actors. And I bet you can guess which room I was already put in based on my earlier statements. Now I bet you're wondering, oh, well, why is that a big deal? I'm sure like you'll get lots of traffic with like all the people coming in to come see the voice actors. I gotta tell you right now, there is a huge part of like the anime gaming community that does not give two shits about seeing the voice actors. So when they go out there and they see a sign outside the door that says celebs, they're gonna be like, oh, well, no point in going in that room, right? So in my personal opinion, I think that like due to low attendance, a lot of people in the main room decided to close early. And when that happened, a lot of people decided to come over to the other room just to see what was going on, and then they found my table. So I don't think it was all that bad. I just think, in general, the convention had low attendance. I think as long as they go through with their promise to change venues, I will probably attend this convention next year. It was run pretty well, and they had good guests, and I think the staff is great, has a great sense of humor from what I could see. So yeah, it seems pretty cool. If you follow the voice actors, you might have seen this meme floating around, but at the convention, and I witnessed this firsthand because I was there before they put the tarps on the table, but they had a misprint on the banners for the voice actors. So instead of like, going out of their way to like get them reprinted, they put a piece of blue tape over top of their names and then rewrote their names with like a red paint marker. I don't think anybody even ended up noticing until like midway through the second day. Oh, and just a quick shout out to those people who, like, come to my table at, like, every single convention. You know who you are. You're the real one. You're a real one, okay? Even though you removed my sticker from the back of your phone, you're good. You're good in my book. I will see you at Holiday Matsuri. So the next convention in our lineup is Ocala Comic-Con, which, as the title may, infer, it's more comic-based, which I guess was my downfall. I usually try to stay away from conventions targeted towards Western media, that being, like, comic books, sci-fi, or, like, just cartoons in general. But this year I was, like, personally just trying to sign up for as many conventions as possible, just to kind of, like, get a feel for it, because, long term, this is more of what I want to do rather than what I actually do for my day job. That being said, even at my regular anime conventions, I'm still kind of more of, like, a niche artist, because I target my stuff mainly towards JRPGs, rather than, what the popular anime of the season is, or, just anything like that. That being said, when I show up with all my anime stuff at a convention where the target demographic is, like, people who have seen Marvel movies and nothing else, like, it doesn't really mesh well. So, this convention was held at the World Equestrian Center, and this is my third time this year being inside this venue. And even at their more, like, anime-geared event, like, it didn't go very well, so I think at this point I'm just gonna have to, like, swear off Ocala conventions. And, sometimes it's just, like, maybe my stuff wasn't selling well, but everybody else usually does pretty well. No, this convention, pretty much everybody else around me also had a really shitty time, so yeah. But good news, I made a friend! Yay! And we all went out and got sushi, as usual tradition goes. And I guess while I'm here, I'll bring up the third convention. I don't have any footage for it, but oh my god, was this a whirlwind of a convention. This was WasabiCon in Jacksonville, and when I tell you I hyped this convention, I did so well at it the previous year that I was like, man, everybody should go to this convention. It's so awesome. But this year, oh my gosh, it was miserable. I don't know if it was just because it was right after a hurricane or something, but, like, geez. Maybe it was an oversaturation of vendors or something like that. I'm not too sure. Everybody seemed to have their own opinion of what went wrong at this convention, but, like, I don't think there's one thing that we can pinpoint about it. Like, I already mentioned the hurricane thing, not to mention the guest list. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't, like, the same as last year where you had, like, 2 Genshin voice actors there. And my friend kept mentioning something about a lithograph booth. I don't know, because I don't particularly care for the vendors, so I don't go look over there. Also, totally unrelated, but I blew a tire on my way there because this guy was blocking a one-way street, and by one-way street, I mean a small tunnel, and I literally had to drive up on the curb to get around him, and I guess, like, the curb, like, popped my tire or something. Either way, bad convention. And that's about gonna wrap it up for this video. It seems ridiculous how long it took me to get this video out, since these conventions happened in, September now, and it's already almost midway through November. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was just complaining to my mother about how I don't have time for anything, and time just keeps slipping and slipping out of my hands. Ooh. I'm hoping next year I will be able to finally work on all the side projects I want to work on. I only have 2 more conventions left this year, which is Holiday Cosplay Tampa Bay and Holiday Matsuri. One obviously is in Tampa and the other one is in Orlando. And then next year, I already have 1 convention set up. It's Florida PolyCon at the Polytech University. I think I'm gonna try and post, like, shorter videos, or just, like, not, like, heavily edited videos for the time being, such as just, like, a speed paint with me talking over it with, like, opinions on, like, things that are happening around me. There's always, that's kind of, like, the reason I wanted to make this channel, as well as making the little, like, funny little animated videos. I just need a place to dump all of my opinions on the stupid stuff I see on the internet. But yeah, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and even if you didn't, maybe check out my other content, and maybe you'll like that more instead. But yeah, guess that's it. Bye-bye!